Hi and welcome to Kim's channel of tips and tricks. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a heel on a sock with the Addi Pro with the 22 needles. It took me some time to figure out. There was one video on YouTube and she's speaking German, so do I, but not that good. The technique was developed by her. Her name is Gabrielle G. She did it a little too fast, so I want to make a real close-up for you guys and show you how to do it slowly and very close. I myself have ADHD, so sometimes my perception and my way of understanding is not working really well. I need to have things shown very slowly first time, and then it gets stuck, and I need to understand what people say, of course. So I wanted to help you guys. I've seen that there are not many videos out there showing this technique, so I thought I want to help you. So let's get started. Alright, I needed a couple rows ahead. And when you get to the part where you're gonna start your heel, you're gonna stop by the black ones because they are your guide in this. And then you're gonna use 6 stitches on your left side and 6 stitches on your right side. So when you get to this point, sorry, I'm nicking the camera, it's a little close up. You're gonna count up 6 white ones, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you get to here, you need to take a second ball of yarn. You will need 3 in total. You're gonna take out the working yarn, put it across, put in the new yarn, put it over the one you just used, so they're crossing each other. And then hold on with your 2 fingers and put, let's see if you can see this. Put your thumb against the yarn under the feeder to maintain tension. And then you go back. And you will count up 6 needles on this side. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You take a third ball of yarn and repeat the same procedure. So you take out your working yarn, put it over, put your new yarn over the old one to make a cross here. Put tension on it and go back. And you're gonna have an incredible mess with yarn. Sorry. Because these are just hanging around, laying around, these balls of yarn, and they're gonna be everywhere and it's gonna tangle. But this is the most difficult part of the sock. It doesn't take very long once you know how to do it, so you can live with the mess. So you go back, but this time you're only going back 5 needles, so you're stopping just in front of the 5th or just before it. You'll take the working yarn from the 6th needle, put it in the feeder, take your old yarn and put it across. And there you will create that cross again, keeping that yarn in place so that you don't get any holes in your work. I'm gonna zoom in so you can see exactly how I'm doing this. So I'll come up to the 5th needle. When you do the crossing, you're gonna put the new yarn in like this. You cross them, the new in, the old out, and then you will create that crossing where your latest working yarn is crossing over the new working yarn. Go back, I'll show you again the other side. You stop just in front of the 5th needle So old working yarn out, new working yarn in. As you see, you create a crossing. When you hold it down, we will put that new working yarn in place and go back. I'm trying to make it really slowly so you can see how it's done. Fourth needle. Oh, it's a little on my long blonde hair. Again, old working yarn out, new working yarn in. Hold it down, close your feeder and go back. Again, stopping in front of the new needle. Old working yarn out, new working yarn in. And there's a tangle again, I'm sorry, arms in the way. So you have that crossing, you hold it down and you go back. Again, stopping in front of the needle, old yarn out, new yarn in. And don't mind this mess. Most important is that it's crossing right there, like this. So when you pull it down, you pull down your working thread. And that will take away any eventual holes in your socks. And by the second needle, you're gonna stop. We're gonna make this one too, and then we're gonna increase again and building up the heel. Old yarn out, new yarn in, tension, and go back. So now we reach second needle here. Now we're gonna start to increase. So you will pass the second needle where the latest working yarn is attached. You will pass it and go to the third. You take your old yarn around the third needle and put your new working yarn over. And you will create that cross again. Keep tension. This yarn has been teaching yarn for some time, so it's getting a little worn out. And again, we're gonna increase. Just gonna check my camera if you can see what I'm doing. Increase. We're at the third needle, so 1, 2, 3. Old yarn out, new yarn in, create a cross. And go back. You're gonna do this all the way up to the 6th needle. When you come up to the 6th needle, you're gonna end on your left side if you're starting the way I did. And when you do, you will have your original working yarn on your 6th needle. So you just continue in the round once you finish that 6th needle. And the other 2 threads that are attached to your work, let me zoom out and show you. If I can figure this camera out. Sorry. These 2 that are attached to number 6 needle, not right now, but they are gonna be. You can cut them off like this and sew them in with your heel. I'm gonna finish this and I'm gonna show you a little trick to make any holes disappear if you have any in the side of your heel. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I took my work off, and as you see, there's a little hole on the right side. This is where the crank is sitting, so it's hard to put tension on it, but there's one little trick to close it up. You put it out flat, put the heel away from you, take the little piece of yarn and pull it. And as you see, you're closing up that gap. There's the starting thread, but it's the last one you used. Just pull it and you see there's no gap, and you just attach the yarn. There was one here too, because my yarn tangled up a little. See, there's the hole. Take the yarn closest to you and just pull gently, and you will close up that gap, and you attach it with a needle, and it's done. And the heel is reinforced heel, so it's a little bubbly. I use this yarn so many times making videos, so it's worn out. That's why it's a little lumpy, but it will become extra thick and it will hold better, especially when you're walking in shoes a lot. So that's it. If you have any questions, please send me a message, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tricks. Thank you. Bye.